And Dazzle.
So nothing super exciting there.
Did
Except for
I
this
become a
thing. Except
hellion?
for getting this blessing.
I'm sorry.
That's
I must
exciting.
have caused you all great trouble.
No, we're just glad you're all
Yeah,
right.
you caused us a lot of trouble. Get sanctifying, woman.
My name is Forcia. Oh my! There's an iris gem here.
An Earth in Historia. Could we have that?
But of course. This is nowhere near enough to show my gratitude, however.
That's right.
No, it's perfect. Thank you.
Dear me, what an honorable shepherd you are.
If you'd like to thank us, could you maybe give your blessing to a village?
That's what I'm talking about. You know where it's at,
called Gododin,
Mikleo.
and it's very close by.
Gododin. That's the village outside the Shrine of the Fire Trial, correct? Do you have a vessel lined up?
We'll find one for you.
All right. I'll head over to the village for now.
We actually have to visit the village.
That's sadness.
Profound sadness.
Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too.
It looked like it took place at the Shrine Church in Pendrago, and that was Maltelis's crest.
Was his Prime Lord Maltelis?
Please excuse me for a moment. Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, judging from circumstantial evidence, I'd say there's a major chance that Maltelis is mixed up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah, but let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lila's stuck in there.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot.
So we also need to fix Rose's ability. You just have to break this boulder before we go back. It was taunting you. You want to check the new arts we got?
Not super excited about them. None of them were Armatus arts.
Shining Mirror. They could be Armatus arts on the other Armatuses. Cause yeah, she got Scrap Toss. He got an A art and nothing else.
Oh.
I look forward to having Molten Wall in it, or I don't even remember what the move's called, but it's really good. That move in Ancient Nova.
So we are going to be charged a little bit here.
And it'll be one of the last times we have to pay for fast travel.
Slenge, is it alright for you to be up?
Worry not, excitable youngster. Everything has been taken care of. Thanks to the selfless heroism of Shepherd Malfour!
Shepherd, I must apologize for causing you concern. However, I am afraid I still feel unwell. Please, excuse me.
He's acting strange. Did something happen?
That man named Malfour was threatening the chief. I'll expose your misdeeds, you fallen pope, he said.
What? How did he know?
Malfour used to be a priest, and we already know the church is investigating the fake elixir.
Could you explain to me the details of what's going on? I see. So the missing pope was the one producing the fake elixir.
Yeah, but it was for the sake of the villagers.
Slenge told Malfoy the distribution route and formula for making this fake elixir, on the condition that the church will continue to buy vermilion ore.
What do you mean?
So you're saying he didn't come to intimidate, but to negotiate?
Yes, the church will overlook the former pope's crime. In exchange, it will gain control of the distribution channel for the fake elixir. And as the mediator, Malfoy will gain prestige and credibility.
So Gododin will finally get legitimate revenue.
But they're covering up a crime. And now the church itself is going to be selling fake elixir? That's just insane!
Unfortunately, these things happen.
Humans need money to live. That's what it comes down to.
I don't suppose you're still open to blessing this village?
I was thinking that the school building might work as a vessel. What do you think?
Are you sure?
The Pope, the village chief, seems to have recognized that his time is drawing near. Even my blessing cannot forestall the inevitable.
Is that why he's trying to secure a revenue stream for the village?
I would like to stay a while longer and see what results his determination brings.
Thank you, Forcia.
You're quite welcome.
The results his determination brings.
Fade to white just so all the particle effects can disappear.
And
Set the blessing stuff. We can do it directly. You remember them by now, don't you? You might as well turn sanctification on.
That was a
Traveler's Guide. Traveler's Enlightenment.
There we go. Okay.
Now we need to go to Ladylake and
Oh yes.
Pendrago. We should buy them just to have them, but that's kind of frustrating.
We will equip this. No.
I'm happy that you got to see that. That was worth the money, right?
Yeah.
And that's Rose equipment we just got.
And it.
And yeah.
I'm just noted. Are you just like? Have you been looking at our damage output numbers recently? Just how much they've gone up.
That direction, just up. Ladylake.
Ladylake, which is not in this menu. Ah, my noses. Too bad it's not a vellum, right? That's such a crappy piece of equipment with good abilities on it.
Well, it has good ability on it.
Having one for each.
So you need to fuse that. You do want to make Mikleo stats better, right?
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, we also got some equipment out of chest to look at, like that wind ring.
Yeah, crap.
It's not even in new anymore, but I know we got a wind ring.
Well, we need to explore that dungeon in general.
So we can probably do some fusion on those rings in general as well.
Yeah, let's finish doing a couple of things, just because I don't know. I mean, that is money. You want to start at the bottom of the cave, I guess?
Yeah. And don't forget to set the Norman. Because we want the benefits of them. That's the other reason to restore it before fully exploring the cave, because we get the extra rolls on the good abilities.
Yep.
If only, right? That's a big mistake.
Use status ailment on the undead.
But you know, I really want to see this. I guess I can't just look at what I have in total. That's plus 30. Plus 30. Plus 20. So we both have plus 60 right now. I thought it was worth knowing.
Let's just get out alive!
Ha! I got that last little green charge.
No.
Give it your all.
Sorry.
Too close. Too close. Too close.
Let's take our leave.
Got turned around somewhere in the middle of that chaos.
2 gold chests in that room. That's pretty
I
annoying.
know.
That's a discovery, isn't it?
What? Where? Oh! That is. What I?
Hey, looks like a helictite.
A what?
A helictite. It's like a stalactite that grows
Do you want to
up
do some exploration while I
It's all
use
warped
the
and
facilities?
like a certain someone we know.
Have fun.
But
Try to
don't
avoid drowning.
stalactites take a long time to form?
Yeah, it's basically been growing along a deviant path since time immemorial. Like a certain someone we know.
It's weird, sure, but it's got a kind of ethereal beauty as well.
Yeah.
Go on. Gotcha, Gald.
I've prepared the bottles.
God. It didn't let me dash across the gap. So where's the Armatize? Here. Yes, it is. And you can see where it happened. You see what I was trying to do. I couldn't find the map button, and there's enemies everywhere in here, so I couldn't really look for it.
Let's just get out alive. Watch your health.
It just dashed nowhere. It was really frustrating. And I didn't know what the map button was to figure out where I'd been.
It's L2. I still like your statement of like you see what I was trying to do. Vaguely. This game's camera. It really is.
You should just rotate the Seraphs out.
I should, but our health is low enough that there's consideration to be made. Let's see here. Do we have a worthless recipe to stack?
We have a fake snack.
That's not really going to heal us much at all.
I'd say it's delicious.
I'd say it's delicious. It really isn't, but we ate it.
Probably enough.
Probably enough.
We can get back. Okay, let me...
Like I went up
that side and up to that upper right little corner.
Did you get this area right here?
Not the middle.
Audible sigh.
The only thing that makes audible sigh better is saying the words out loud. Audible sigh, right?
Did I ever tell you, I was joking around at work, like if I it's like I'm gonna write an autobiography someday, it's gonna be called Audible Sigh, a story about my life and support.
Well, we got some female boots.
Get out of the way. There's more important things than you, Rose.
Rose is pretty important to our future success and happiness.
So is loot.
Is that a breakable rock right there?
Ooh. What's this? This is golden.
A worthless fashion item we already had, but 2 rocks to break. We need to go to the other area, I think.
Those tiger enemies are making noises similar to my nose right now.
I just followed the recipe. Should be fine.
He cooked 10 fusion points.
It's like I heard him start to say that and I looked at the screen, I'm like, okay. It would have been better if it was Gald Find, right? He cooked 10 Gald.
I prefer gold finding to find more than 10.
I don't remember where we explored last time on our way to the boss. I do see something delicious over here. Sweet relief. Just exactly what I wanted, game. How did you know?
You know, in all honesty, I'm more disappointed with finding a dark bottle than when I was when I found that chest with a fake snack in it. Because I honestly consider a failed snack a more useful item than a dark bottle.
I mean, that's not a shocking revelation by any means.
It does heal 90 HP to the whole party. I'm sure there's some vague way to interpret this game where that's meaningful.
I think the SC refill that it gives is actually better, but you know, percentage-wise.
But the SC is nearly meaningless because it's just your initial SC in battle.
Big spooky 5-me.
That's probably everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Why can't those be the other one? Well, I guess technically he has the Void Slasher. But this is better. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It has a ton of
It really
focus,
does. But let's take a look at those. Game! You got it backwards.
We could easily make a Featherlight Step with 3 Aquas on it.
Yes, we could.
Cool, okay. Hourglass is not a meaningful item, but why not?
Okay, so we got that thing dead. Got this blessing restored. We've explored there. Parallax Pasture. We did the ruin.
The only thing we can do right now is, unless we just want to go and do a little fusion, is going and doing the water trial.
I was thinking there was one other thing that we hadn't done, actually.
You can talk to Rose if you're thinking there is.
Oh.
We actually have several things we can do in Ladylake, it looks like. But I guess you want to finish the Pendrago business.
Yeah, there's one thing.
Is this just a scene?
I think it is for now, but I'm pretty sure... I think this is...
Huh? Wasn't that Maven?
Someone you know?
Kinda. He's family to me, in a way.
How marvelous. Maven has been a great help to all of us.
To the church? How so?
It's a bit embarrassing, but he has been teaching us many of the ancient legends that were once lost to the church. Literature, legends, ruins. It is quite humbling to realize the true breadth of his knowledge.
Yep, that sounds like Maven.
I guess he wasn't faking the whole explorer thing after all.
Oh no, I forgot to give him a thank you gift.
Ah, don't worry about it. Trust me, he won't mind.
No, I really must. Oh, but I am already running late for my church duties.
We could bring it to him, if you like.
I'm dreadfully sorry. Would you be able to? He said he was heading to the Ampharos ruins to meet with some old acquaintances.
His old acquaintances in the Ampharos ruins.
I think...
And yes, that is the fastest way to get to a save point.
Oh, there was one... Let's see, hold on though. One and two, check. We can't read this yet, okay. That's much later, I guess. I wanted to check that.
You want to go into the Ampharos ruins, or is he at the
I thought
entrance?
he was standing outside of them.
He's clearly inside.
He must be inside.
I don't know if he's at the entrance or at the deepest part. Oh. Now we have to wait until much later in the game to continue this. Because the Grand Camelot Bridge is blocked off right now. So Ladylake? Yep. We should, since everything we're going to be doing for a while is the Lake Haven region, we should move to Norman now. Certainly the Gadadin region is not relevant.
There's really nothing left to do in the Gadadin region now other than the Crucible.
You! Give up! We caught you red-handed!
Darn!
That voice.
It's a Hellion!
Purify him.
Yeah!
You need something, oh great shepherd?
Is it alright if I deal with this boy?
I'm afraid not. The only way to apprehend pickpockets is to catch them in the act.
But he's...
If you do the crime, you do the time. No matter how old you are.
This kid just wasn't ready for real-world consequences.
Hey, mister! Why don't you let Saray have a talk with him before you take him away? Just a word from the shepherd might steer the kid toward the right path in life, better than any time in detention.
That would be pointless.
Come on, it won't do any harm. What, you got some problem with Saray talking to this boy?
I never said that. It would simply be a waste of time.
You said this kid wasn't prepared to deal with the real-world consequences of his crimes. Are you prepared, mister?
What?
I'm part of a merchant crew that travels all over the world. You think I don't know why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
I see. How much do you want?
Don't put me on your level. We Sparrowfeathers value our customers' trust. Saray, we're taking this guy to jail too.
Like hell you are, you lying brat!
You will not lay a finger on her.
Shepherd!
Oh hey, stop! Wait! Saray!
Go after him.
Okay.
Poke with sword.
If it ain't one thing.
Saray, I'll go after them as well.
Please purify that boy.
Shepherd or not, I won't let you obstruct my duties! Guard, leave him alone!
Even we can tell something about you stinks!
Yeah, what kind of guard are you?
You think we don't know what you're up to when our backs are turned?
You dirty crook!
I think we're good here. Let's go after Rose.
Yeah, you're right.
Hurry after them, Water.
Hurry after them, Water Armadas.
We're heading after Rose, right?
Was that an herb?
I had priorities.
I had priorities.
Yep, you sure did.
Do you disagree with my
Do you
priorities?
disagree with my
Nope.
priorities?
Sure didn't. I thought they went
You
this
went to
way.
the other part of town, right? I thought they went to the other part of
I guess
town.
they must have. That must be, later in this quest.
I like how Edna is apparently still with you, but she had nothing to say about any of that. I guess she was just disinterested in the plight of a child.
Probably.
Phew. You made it.
Is it over?
Maybe.
If it really bugs you that much, why don't you check up on him?
Well, how would we do that?
Let him lead us home.
Oh, so he wanders and we tail him.
That could work.
All right then. Saray, Rose, you guys hide. I'll go wake him up.
Looks like they've made their decision. Are you okay with this, Lila?
Well, as long as we only follow him.
Now!
Yeah!
I like how Rose
now is matching daggers, though.
We just got
Don't
And we
think
just
he'll
got
stop
goofy
pickpocketing
glasses.
now? We purified him after all.
Say goofy glasses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure about that. I've heard word of pickpocket gangs.
Wait, are we following him the right way?
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, there he is. We're ahead of
To
him.
find out whether he was doing it on his own or with a group.
We're tailing him. I don't think he notices.
I thought you were gonna let him push you.
If I had known he was going to be coming from that direction, I would have. Once we got ahead of him.
What did you mean by you knew why the pickpocketing problem is so bad?
The enforcers let him off a lot of the time in exchange for part of the takings. Then, when the guards need to hit their quotas, they round him up anyway. That's probably what that was about.
No way.
I don't think he notices me.
This is as fast as it lets you move,
Yep.
isn't it?
You're gaining on him.
You're gaining on him
Because you're taking
more efficient turns. You get more goofy
Look,
glasses.
he's going in.
A noble's manor.
It's clearly not his house.
I'm guessing a pickpocket gang then.
And so this must be their base.
Something tells me he's not gonna quit stealing.
Well, crap. Come on, we're not done yet.
Rose, it's unfortunate, but I'm not sure we should...
Lila means that this is just a problem of human society.
Right. It might not be something a shepherd should get involved in.
Sorry. If he's doing it by himself, I'd be okay letting him deal with the consequences. But if there's a gang forcing him to steal, it's a completely different story. I gotta check to make sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I understand. Let's go check it out just in case.
You sure?
But no more than that. Understood? Saray, Rose, even if you don't intend them to, the powers of the shepherd and the squire can greatly influence human society and the spirits of men. Please don't forget that.
All right.
We'll just watch and see who goes in and out.
Bored.
Who knew that we wouldn't see anything for days on end?
You all can go back to the inn. I'm staying here.
It's okay.
Shh! Someone's coming out.
Hey, look, it's the same kids who were slaughtered.
It's a bunch of little kids.
Those kids. You think maybe they're not being forced to pickpocket?
We've come this far. Let's see this thing through.
Dezel?
You go follow those brats. I'll go check out the building.
Thanks.
Oh boy.
Of course, this all culminates in the
Don't go for anything big.
in that quest in
Money and
and jewelry and stuff.
Marlin.
Have anything like that? That shepherd guy did something, and now there's lots more people donating stuff to the sanctuary.
Oh, cool. That sounds fun. Priests won't be mean to kids, and if there's any real problems, we can always start crying. I'm good at that.
Hey, is this really okay?
It's okay if you're us and not them.
Is this what kids are like these days?
Dangerous times.
Those kids barely have any malevolence at all.
Children in their brutal honesty can be even crueler than corrupted adults. As you've seen.
Any word? More goofy glasses.
I think it just hasn't cleared the queue yet.
But it's kept coming up every time we've been following them and then goes away for a while.
I want there to be more walking sequences. Those were amusing me.
Hey,
Oh, Dezel. How was it?
the building was completely empty. Those scamps are probably just camping out there.
So then, those kids are acting on their own.
Alright, it's snatching time.
Now that we know the score, do we want to report them to the guards and end this whole thing? After all, they're not Hellions.
I think the correct answer was yes,
Well,
isn't
didn't
it?
we find out later on from like one of the random NPCs that the kids had wound up dead or something like that?
Is that inevitable?
Is that inevitable either way?
It may be, but I'm curious what happens if you say no.
You want me to look it up?
You want me to look it up?
I guess you could. It might not really make any difference.
It seems to claim that one random person claims that reporting them eventually leads to a boss fight. Oh. If you choose not to report them, then Rose just does it anyway. What a meaningless choice.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Hey, Rose!
Darn it! What do you want? Look, I never did nothing.
We know all about what you're up to. Fooling the priests into thinking you're helpless orphans and then robbing them blind. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Oh yeah? You got any proof?
This here is the shepherd. His word is good enough.
That's perjury! False witness!
Princess Alicia and the people of Ladylake all trust Saray. Because he's been living an honest life. How about you? Will anyone trust your word? Give it up, kid.
What else can we do? The adults all abandoned us. If we want to survive, stealing's our only choice.
Rose, maybe we ought to...
Come on, Saray. Let's bring them to the guards.
You have to protect the resources of the
But to
sanctuary.
think children their age could conceive of such wretched duplicity.
Being duplicitous
And the
is
other children?
ours.
They were all caught by the guards and hauled away.
I see.
Those who commit crimes must be punished, even if they are children. It's the way the world works. But it still pains the heart.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an Irish.
But hey, there's an Irish gym.
Hey, isn't this an Earthen Historia?
Oh, that. That was a donation from someone in the city. It looks rather rare and precious, so we've been unsure whether we should sell it.
Nice! Good call, Mr. Priestman.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Father Brunor, we're actually collecting these.
You think we could have this? We'd pay for it, of course.
No, please, that's not necessary. If it's something the shepherd needs on his quest, by all means, please take it. I'm sure the donor would be overjoyed to know that their gift had been some help to the shepherd.
Thank you, Father Brunor. Wow, I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions.
So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Mautellus, then...
When Mautellus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandoned their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just ceased to exist.
Perhaps the large crowd of shepherds we saw was just a historical anomaly.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities.
I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
Or you were just right in the first place. So what, we have to check in on Alicia now?
Yeah, I think so. And then we'll be ready to head through the next set of ruins.
You're okay with how it worked out?
It's better than ignoring it and spending the rest of your life wondering.
Yeah.
Hey, we helped reduce crime in Ladylake. I mean, that's a public service, right?
Yep.
Hello. Is Alicia here?
Shouldn't you announce yourself? Or don't you have any respect for this family?
I'm sorry. My name is Saray.
Saray? Pardon my rudeness. The princess has spoken highly of you. She's out right now. We're not sure when she'll be back.
Work-related?
Yes. She's going after a suspect who's leaked information to the Roland's Empire. There definitely must be a spy going around, given the timing of their advancements.
Yes, even Alicia was under suspicion for it before.
Wow, the Princess of Highland would go so far as to do that herself?
No, it's supposed to be the military's job, but she's acting by herself. Saying that she had to stop a clash between the two countries.
But isn't she taking it a bit too seriously?
Ever since the Battle of Glaven, she's been pushing herself so hard.
That's very like her.
I'm worried. She behaves so recklessly when she's alone. She just headed out to a round-eyed forest to gather info about the origin village, Camlon.
Huh. Camlon, you say?
It's the village where the Age of Chaos started, I think. But it's just some legend.
Yes, she heard a rumor there were some clues in the depths of a round-eyed forest and headed out there.
So that's how she came to Alicia.
But her hunch was wrong. I've never heard of this origin village from Gramps nor the other villagers.
He's probably never heard of it, Mikleo.
I guess that's true. I'll take my leave. Please tell Alicia that I'll come visit again.
I think she's pushing herself as a princess.
Alicia's always been like that.
That's exactly why I'm worried.
There's a star. Right there.
Is she in Adirondite Forest right now? I can't remember.
No. We have to find her yelling at Logos, right? Remember? One of these guys will tell us where we have to go.
I think Marlin. I thought Marlin is where we went next.
It might be.
Bunch of hopeless delinquents. Those street kids in Ladylake.
Well, if society's abandoned them, I don't know. Is there any other way for them to survive besides a life of crime?
It is a sad era we live in.
Give me a break. If you have to do wrong to trudge onward, you do so knowing the burden of that wrong. You hide that dark shadow within yourself and keep pressing on. Those kids weren't like that. They just went astray.
Hey, don't look at me when you say that.
Rose, so those are the things you have to think about, huh?
I don't think, I just do. Ugh, let's stop talking about this.
You mean you're just spontaneous? That's awesome.
Yes. No matter the circumstances, it's up to each person to decide how she wants to live her life and for what she must be held accountable. But Rose understands that instinctively, without thinking.
An insane philosophy.
Can we change the subject?
Maybe the experience of abandonment will get those kids to realize the importance of responsibility. Thanks to you guys pointing them in the right direction.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it were that easy, the Age of Chaos would be over already.
Lila's philosophy of... I guess that everyone has to decide for themselves what they'll be held accountable for. Because that's totally a realistic way for the world to work, right?
Yeah. Wait, what did she say?
Marlin.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Though, exploring Adirondite Forest at this point in the game might be easier to do than when we have to go through it later. Because we can access the whole thing right now, and I don't know if there are any enemies in it. Which makes it somewhat tempting.
Well, there won't be enemies in it for a good while yet. So going to Marland right now is not going to hurt us. Just clearing out the queue of things we're being told to do, right?
Whew. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that tells us to go get the peacock feathers. Which we already have, so this will be nice and quick. And then once we give him the peacock feathers, he gives us the information about where the informant is, and then we go find...
There's an herb.
An herb.
That's a good one. Delicious.
Oh man, this game.
They won't hear that,
Don't
Sarai.
leave. You are under arrest for leaking confidential info.
She is pretty loud.
Looks like Alicia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Rowlands in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rowlands and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, Diplomacy between Highland and Rollins has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
Lila's so
This is a
depressed that
major
there can be
problem. If
negotiations.
the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
But no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
Understood.
She's such an ineffective politician. At least she's more effective at it than she is at battling.
That was killer, Lila. You were in perfect harmony.
He was quite skilled despite his youth.
Yeah, compared to him.
You've still got a long way to go.
Lila, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Saray.
Excuse you, Saray.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
You know what I don't understand? If Lila went through all of that, how did she start this game at like level 5?
It's a good question. Metroid logic. Something happened to remove her abilities.
So I guess all we can really do is go check on Alicia's manor and then do the water shrine. Oh, I guess we can find out about the dead kids.
Let's go to her house.
Hey, you there. Take this to the inn.
Oh, you! This is all your damn fault!
Hurry up, kid.
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it did make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Saray. Saray, wait!
How did it go?
Fortunately, we were
Poorly.
able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
That must have been hard.
Don't
No,
worry.
she has to do it a lot
I
because she
did go a
sucks at
bit
her
too
job.
far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father.
She must have been a better
So
politician than
everyone
you.
forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady.
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea.
Let's leave her alone just for a moment.
Right.
Uh-oh. I was hoping she would be up there. I was gonna go up and punch her.
I thought you were gonna go set her on fire.
I might have done both.
You accidentally summoned the water shield and you're sad. Like...
Here, I'll do you a favor.
Here's the question I have to ask. In this same situation, what would Gaius have done? I can think of a number of things he wouldn't have done. Up to and including prostrating himself.
Being a princess sure sounds rough.
Nations and politics are like an entwined spiderweb full of people's desires. If you are too full of ideals, you'll be entangled in the web instantly.
But still, I don't want to say that Alicia's completely wrong.
Especially since we know the reason why she's been working so hard.
In times like these, Alicia's straightforwardness is a truly valuable asset. However, a sword that is too hard can break easily.
True, and besides, Alicia does make sound arguments.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's like, you know how if someone pointed out your wrongdoings, it really hits you? You'd probably get discouraged, or even snap.
They're only human after all.
Meaning that by pushing her sharp reasoning on others, it causes cognitive dissonance and turns people against her. So that's it.
Even though she's right, she's met with hostility. And she faces her challengers straight on, which in turn only brings forth even more hostility.
So that's why she worries so.
What a pain.
I'm sure it's tough on her.
However, I don't think Alicia's feelings are completely misguided. Though we may need to assess the situation to know for sure.
Alicia isn't the only one. I need to see for myself as well.
I just like how many times in the game they remind you how hard Alicia's working. They never tell you how effective Alicia's being, or all the things Alicia's accomplished. They tell you she's working really hard.
She's such a hard worker. That doesn't get you re-elected in the real world.
I don't think she would ever get elected in the first place. She is lucky that their world operates on the basis of hereditary nobility.
The entrance to the ruin's supposed to be really well hidden, right?
Really well hidden.
Extra diligent in our search.
New strawberry waffle. Now it's a wet strawberry waffle.
You know, I would really enjoy Found You Galdride as you're passing through.
This is it?
It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means...
It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Ampharos.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
I'm the shepherd Saray.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amanak.
Indeed. I'm Alto, the Protector Seraph who served Amanak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword? Back!
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
That is Azura.
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Is the trial to quell Azura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Azura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, you should know why that is important.
Right.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine.
No, Mikleo, you shine all the time.
Technically.
What are those things? They look like eyes!
That's because they are eyes. I didn't realize arts like this were still alive.
I can't remember. Can I go this way? No. They can only cross.
It just automatically pops you.
Yep.
That's really wonderful design, isn't it?
What were you expecting?
That the door wouldn't open? Hey, everyone's favorite enemy.
I just like the fact that the elephant tooted its horn and really pretty good sync with the music.
Is this the diary of a shepherd?
A swordsmith suddenly visited by a seraph.
I was more referring to that squid enemy thing that's just ridiculously devastating if you actually fight it.
Yeah, I know what you were talking about. First things first. I'm gonna go trigger that. And then go in reverse to do some exploration.
I know this is your favorite dungeon in this game.
I love it. Great. Love massive amounts of backtracking for minor mistakes. Isn't that what you love to do?
I've prepared some gel.
That's my favorite thing to do. I hope you enjoy it too.
I think you could have just gone around the back. Can you go that way? I guess so.
But at least we get shrine music.
So you have two options. You can go across there, or... Well, that's the dead end, isn't it? Because you can go into the corner, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
The main place I can go is here.
Can you make it to the door? And I think you have to come from the other direction for that chest, right? Everything that's not equipment is instantly disappointing to me. I'm pretty sure I think it's faster to get caught.
I don't know why I didn't just. Why did I? Why did I bubble?
Yeah, because then we can just do this. Most dungeons with obstructive gimmicks have things you can do to get rid of them, but the water trial in its mercy does not, so you have to deal with those eyes forever.
You should be able to punch them.
If you could break those eyes like you break boulders, this would be your favorite dungeon, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Equipment!
Lead back to the starting room now.
And we have tried it. Using the wind dash to try to cross over a one-tile gap doesn't work, even though it would go far enough, you just get caught instantly. Though I would personally love it if you could solve the water trial with the power of the wind.
I know Dezel would like it.
He would probably have something negative to say, even if he did like it, because Dezel.
More of the Shepherd's Diary?
Looks like it.
Less diary, more treasure.
Can you get there from here? Oh yeah, you can go to the corner. That could be really good. I bet it has like 3 aquas on it. And I'm only 1, but still. And we're gonna, before we fight, we have to fix our party because it's really wrong. For some reason, you're with Edna, and I'm in control of Edna instead of Rose.
But, you know what, actually, I'm not even... This is a... Given what's on here, this is a strict upgrade.
Yes, it is. It'd be even better if we fused them, but, you know.
Shepherd's Diary in a place like this?
Can't be a coincidence.
And why are there not treasure in these treasure chests?
Couldn't they give us, like, a Surging Falls for every diary entry we read? Or maybe a Glacial Earring?
Or Glacial Surging Falls item that doesn't exist but has like 20x water.
It just has a 16 stack of aqua on it. We haven't actually checked that one, I don't think. Well, we haven't. It wasn't useful, but we hadn't checked it. You know, that Panacea bottle is working as hard as Alicia works. Is there anywhere you can go in here?
Oh! Fudge cracker.
I think that might be the best room. Oh yeah, we can warp to the third one though, so it's not as bad. You know what I don't understand? So you use the water bubble thing so the eyes don't see you. And that gets you past. And that's logical. Then Rose just follows you. What's up? Do we have that echo thing? I didn't hear the echo that time.
Stuff was repeating.
I wonder how long that'd been carrying on. Do you have any guess?
Nope. I don't think it was actually on the recording though. It was just messing with me. Because what was happening is you would hear it on the stream and then you would hear it on the computer.
That makes sense.
Or you'd hear it on the computer and then you'd hear it on the stream, but it's technically two different computers that it was playing on, you know? So.
Yeah.
And it was just screwing with me.
So now be very careful. In this very important and critical room.
Sorry, I'm just being paranoid.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to fix the party because this is annoying me.
Okay. Adjustments are made. So that I only have sound coming through one source. So when I do sound checks, I'm not going insane.
Doesn't the party just look so much better now?
It does. You know the game's gonna mess with it in the next cutscene though, right?
The next cutscene, it will force Saray to be paired with Mikleo, because we're in the water shrine.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this isn't looking this way, so I should be able to cross this gap.
So much garbage. And that's all we do over this year, isn't it?
Now we can start heading. I think that this is the last detour we have to make. I think from here on out it's all working towards the end of the dungeon. Thankfully.
I really think the only reason this dungeon's dislikable is because of how much slower you walk with the water bubble. If you walked at normal speed with the water bubble, I think this dungeon would actually be a perfectly good dungeon.
Though when you're first trying to figure out the correct paths and where to go and whatnot, like...
I mean, it's complex, but that's not that big of a deal.
It's more or less just if you make minor mistakes, it's like on your first playthrough, it's incredibly obnoxious having to backtrack.
I think it's more obnoxious just walking really slowly, because especially if you have to do it more than once.
Poor shepherd. He's veered into a dangerous headspace.
What did you expect?
I think one more row forward is safe.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I think really, in general, I can kinda...
No, that next one's not safe. That is hilarious. I mean, why? There's no reason you wouldn't equip this right now. What does that put his water stack at? You know what other ability that's going to give you? You should look at his skill list and see what a 4-stack is.
Oh, yeah, the combo.
So now you have a 5-chain. And your total water when you're armatized is 80%. So that's a totally ridiculous weapon that you just found. Like, look at that!
And I stun time reduced 20%, right?
Yeah, that's not even a bad top ability. I mean, well,
this honestly
it
makes me think
is.
that, with how ridiculous that piece of equipment is, should we change our ordering strategies?
I mean, yeah, change it to the earrings.
The earrings, yeah.
That was... it has 3 aquas, and it's a much higher tier weapon than a Surging Falls.
Yeah.
Even if we sanctify a Surging Falls, that's only 2 on its own.
Yeah.
That weapon!
Left and right, up and down, throwing us every which way. Whoever built this shrine's a real piece of work.
Such
You agree with
meticulous
Dezel, right?
design. He or she must have labored very diligently.
Correction.
Like Alicia.
You're a real piece
Worked
of work.
very hard.
Could the owner of this diary be...
Azura!
It seems like a losing prospect.
I think we'd been in that room before from the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it's the correct place as well. Don't think, yeah. You know, really, one of my favorite parts of dungeon design is if you make it all the way here and then forget to right here, getting kicked all the way back to the last checkpoint. That's my favorite part of the dungeon design.
Do you think Maltran came here as well?
Even if she
I didn't
did,
even see
it
the
wouldn't
eye.
do her any good.
Only the Shepherd has what it takes to get anywhere in a... Hey, you think Azura is really a Hellion?
Yes. I can feel its malevolence and domain.
Why? Do you think it's a fake or something?
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of strange? Why would they let a dangerous Hellion like that roam around freely?
Why would a Protector Seraph just leave it be?
Yeah, they're supposed to be powerful, high-ranked Seraphim, right?
It probably has to do with the trial. Protector Seraphim were given special tasks.
Sounds like a pretty convenient excuse.
Yeah, I can't say that it isn't.
You don't have to put it that way.
You should know too. Seraphim aren't exactly models of virtue.
They're
You
not
demonstrated
exactly
every day,
heroes of
Joseph.
either.
Well, that's...
Sold! You two sure sound so convincing when you team up.
As long as you got the gist.
Yep, if that's the trial, I'm up for it.
So we got other equipment. I don't know if it could possibly be as good as that.
We also got a red saffron.
That's the best piece of equipment we found. Not because it actually is, but because it helps me instead of you. What's it do for Rose? Because,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's... It looks like it might be What's it do for, let me look at Lila again. It's overall better on Lila.
It is like almost 100 extra. 80 extra.
Yeah, I hate losing the blast, but I do either way.
Yeah.
What does that put Lila's stack at? What's a 5 stack do? That's not that great. What would this put Rose's stack at?
Same.
Because if I... Obviously the 4 stack effect
I mean,
is
that's
really
not a
good.
terrible ability by any means.
No, it's not a terrible ability.
I mean, just imagine...
We need to get another layer on it.
Just imagine all the extra damage.
I'm at 80 total, as are you. Does it cap at 100 on one character, or with both working together?
I don't know.
Do we need a recipe or something?
We probably should. He will have a
are we going to level? Or do we even have those items left? Or we're not?
Could use the burn one.
We're actually running low on useful recipes. Oh well, we're gonna body this guy probably.
Yeah. Probably.
Our characters hit really hard. Because we have plus 80% damage on everything our main characters do. Plus 80% is absurd. I guess the dash doesn't get the benefits, but everything else does.
Is that a Shura?
So we're level 19 right now.
Yeah, I thought we were 20. Yeah.
Are we? I thought we were still
no,
at 19.
we're 20.
His sword?
Is it normal for Hellions to attack each other?
I am the Shepherd. It is my job to defeat the Hellions.
So, Azura is a shepherd.
Because we leveled from the last fight.
Who became a Hellion?
Give it back. Give me my sword back.